Many of us grew up with a simple piece of advice. We were told that eating carrots would help us see in the dark. This small domestic wisdom has been passed down through generations. It feels like an undeniable, harmless fact of life. Parents repeat it to their children at dinner tables across the world. The idea seems rooted in common sense. But this widely held belief is not a simple nutritional truth. It is the lasting echo of a brilliant piece of propaganda. It was a story crafted in the darkest days of the Second World War. A story designed to conceal a revolutionary technology and shape a nation's resolve. The tale of carrots and night vision is a carefully constructed myth. It was born out of military necessity and public relations genius. The British government needed to hide one of its most important secrets from the enemy. At the same time, it needed to manage public morale and domestic food supplies. The humble carrot became the perfect tool for this complex task. To understand the carrot myth, we must first understand the profound, paralyzing fear that gripped Britain. A fear born in darkness. In September 1940, after months of tense waiting during the so-called Phony War, the German Luftwaffe began a relentless bombing campaign. Its primary target was London, but soon, other industrial cities like Coventry and Liverpool were also engulfed in flames. This terrifying period became known as the Blitz. For 57 consecutive nights in the capital, the air raid sirens would wail across the dark city. The ominous deep drone of hundreds of enemy bombers would fill the sky, a sound that promised destruction. Then the explosions would begin. Buildings crumbled into dust. Fires raged through entire streets, overwhelming the fire brigades. The attacks were designed to break the morale of the British people and to cripple the country's industry. For civilians, the nights were an ordeal of terror and uncertainty, spent huddled in shelters or the London Underground. To survive, the nation plunged itself into darkness. A mandatory blackout was enforced across the country. Streetlights were extinguished and heavy curtains were drawn over every window. This was done to make it harder for German bomber crews to navigate and identify their targets from the air. But this same darkness also made it incredibly difficult for Britain's own defenders to fight back. Finding a lone bomber in the vast, dark expanse was like finding a needle in a haystack. The Royal Air Force was fighting blind. Early in the Blitz, the RAF's night fighters had very little success. Their aircraft, often converted day fighters, lacked the specialized equipment needed for night interception. Pilots relied on eyesight alone, a near impossible task against a camouflaged bomber in the pitch-black sky. A technological solution was desperately needed to give them a new kind of sight. During the Blitz, RAF night fighters struggled in the dark, hunting blind. But then, almost overnight, their kill rate began to climb. The secret wasn't dietary. It was a revolutionary technology. Airborne Interception Radar, or AI. This miniaturized system fit into the nose of night fighters like the Bristol Beaufighter, turning the two-man crew into autonomous hunters. The radar operator used the system to guide his pilot through the darkness, closing in on an enemy bomber. But this game-changing technology was a closely guarded secret. Enjoying this video? Subscribe, like and share to support more stories. Thank you. If Germany learned of it, they could develop countermeasures. So the Air Ministry needed a convincing cover story. Found their hero John Cunningham, Britain's leading night fighter ace, dubbed Cat's Eyes. The Ministry of Information claimed his success came from extraordinary night vision, a gift, they said, from a diet rich in carrots. It was the perfect piece of wartime propaganda. While the carrot story was brilliant military misdirection, its true power lay in solving a domestic problem. By 1940, German U-boats were strangling Britain's supply lines. The government's Dig for Victory campaign urged citizens to grow their own food. Carrots were a star performer, and soon the country was swimming in them. To convince the public, propaganda characters like Dr. Carrot were born. The tale of John Cunningham's carrot-fueled night vision was the perfect marketing tool, linking the vegetable to the war effort. But what's the real science? The orange in carrots comes from beta-carotene, which our bodies convert into vitamin A. This vitamin is essential for rhodopsin, a molecule in our retinas responsible for low-light vision. So, if you're deficient in vitamin A, carrots can restore normal night vision. But once you have enough, eating more won't grant you superpowers. The RAF's ACEs had a technological advantage. Radar provided the vision, not the vegetable. Carrots hid radar's secret, but revealed a deeper truth. In hard times, tidy stories spread fast. Question them. Let curiosity, not comfort, guide your choices. Seek truth, then act. If this helped, subscribe, like, and share. New videos weekly. See you next time.